so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. These are those whom we are following, and we are listening to their words. A word that is going to lead us into our freedom. I appreciate everyone who has been able to connect today. Please, as you join, kindly share the broadcast so that others can be able to get us. Share so that others can be able to join us. It is difficult to reach out to people this time around because of the restrictions we are having on the platform. So many restrictions we are having on Facebook. But we will not stop. We will continue to preach and send the message across to those who care to listen. I appreciate every one of you who have joined this evening. It is going to be a very short broadcast. As usual, speaking on issues that concerns us as Biafrans, the issues that have to deal with the situation that we are in now. As you can agree with me, the Biafran struggle has entered another stage. The Biafran struggle has entered another stage, and this stage that we are now is a time that every one of us must have to pay attention to. The new face of Biafra that we are seeing today is a face that we must embrace, because this is the coming of Biafra that we've been talking about. The Biafra that we have been talking about, we have been dreaming about, we have been shouting about, it has come. We are now in the full-blown new dimension. Now we have the government of Biafra in exile, and we have our Prime Minister in person of our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. And he has been doing a great job. Any place you are today as a Biafran, you have to tighten out your belt. So many of you that have been asking questions a very long time, asking about our roadmap, our plans, our countdown and all that. Except you are lying to yourself. If you are sensible enough to pay attention today, you will know that every question you are asking has been answered. Thank you so much, Candle Chiazo. Thank you so much, Candy Chiazo. Thank you, Candy. Please share the broadcast on your platform. Share to family and friends. Thank you so much, Candy, for your support. So anybody that is a Biafran today, no matter where you are, no matter what you believe in, no matter the angle you are following, no matter the faith you confess, a time has come that we have to unite together and begin to focus on the direction. For a very long time, people have been saying they don't know the direction where we are going. We don't know the direction. Today, the direction has been spelled out. From everything that is happening today, we know that when we say that Biafra is coming in 2023, it was never a joke. We meant every word of it. And going forward, the Biafra government in exile have started operation. You are going to see a lot of things. Brace yourself up for what is about to come. If you are genuinely a Biafran, I urge you to stand firm and stand strong. Do not shake. The earthquake will come. The rain will fall. The sun will shine. Name it. Anything you can think about will happen. But I urge you to continue to stand firm where you are. Continue to demand for your freedom, because that freedom is very close. Closer today than it was yesterday. The freedom is closer today than it was yesterday. That is why it is very important that every one of us must pay attention and support our spokesperson, the new Prime Minister of Biafran government in exile, in every move he's about to make. We have passed the stage of gossip. We have passed the stage of complaint. We have passed the stage of unnecessary attacks. We are now in the reality of Biafra. The fight for the restoration of Biafra is no longer online alone. Today, we are doing something on the ground, both international and locally. And any Biafra, if you are a Biafran and you have Biafran blood flowing in your vein, begin to ask yourself a question. What will be your contribution to make sure that Biafra in 2023 becomes a reality? Continue to ask yourself that question. Not just asking yourself that question. Give an answer to that question. What will be your contribution to see that that nation we are dreaming about will become a reality in 2023 that we are in? As for those of us who are standing firm, preaching Biafra on a daily basis, we have no doubt that the person that is piloting the affair of Biafra today, the Prime Minister of Biafra in exile, Biafra government in exile, he is equal to the task. He is equal to the task. He doesn't only just speak. He doesn't only make noise. He doesn't only do things secretly. He does it secretly and he brings it in the open for you to see. Our spokesperson, the Prime Minister of Biafra, government in exile, has done a lot and still doing, and many more things he's got to do. It is left for you and I, the Biafran people, to play our own role. What role are we going to play? To listen to every instruction that comes from the spokesperson of Biafra. Listen to every instruction and follow it diligently. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. Don't allow yourself to be deceived. In a time that we are in now, what is our concern is to make sure that every Biafran is on the boat to go home. Every Biafran at this point in time is supposed to be in that boat that is going to sail us to Biafra land. If you have not joined that boat, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you have not joined, it might be too late before you wake up. Because the ship is already sailing to Biafra land. The ship is already sailing to Biafra land. And there is nothing that will stop our freedom from coming. In 2023, it doesn't matter whether you believe it or you don't believe it, whether you like it or you don't like, whether you support it or you don't support it, it is going to come. So many of you are very busy in asking questions. So many of you are very busy in saying things that are irrelevant. So many of you are very busy in distracting yourselves. But I bet you, if you are genuine in your heart, what is supposed to be your concern today is asking yourself that legitimate and serious question. What will be my contribution to see that Biafra becomes a reality in 2023? You should not be part of those who are busy distracting the new Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile. You should not be part of them. You should not be part of those who are asking unnecessary questions, being a distraction, or fighting against their own brother. If you are clean in your heart and you genuinely want freedom, you have to hearken to the call of the new Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, which says that we must have to seize every attack to every of our brothers and sisters, regardless whatever you hold against the person, regardless whatever attack you want to do, regardless whatever the person does to you. Put a hold to those attacks. Time has come when we have to unite together and begin to focus on the real thing, which is the actualization of Biafra. That is where we are focused. Pay attention to the new Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile. Today, Biafra has a government that will stand and speak to them internationally. Today, Biafra has a body. Biafra has a body. Today, it has become very, very clear to the whole world that Biafra, which they said they think that is dead, Biafra is not dead. Biafra is not dead. The only thing that is certain is that the Biafra land is under occupation by the occupation forces of Nigeria. That is the only fact you must have to have in the back of your mind, that Biafra land is under occupation.
And because Biafra land is under occupation, that is why you have Biafran government in exile. And the duty of Biafran government in exile is to make sure that we recover our land. To make sure that we chase away those who have occupied their land. To make sure that we recover our land inch by inch, block by block, street by street, village by village, local government to local government. And it is going to happen. Our spokesperson have given so many orders. And he has given a new order for the defense of Biafra land and the recovery of Biafra land. All you have to do as a Biafran is to give your support. Pay attention to the things that are happening around you. When you see something, you say something. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Our spokesperson, the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, have already given the order to eradicate every checkpoint in Biafra land, every illegal checkpoint of the terrorists in Biafra land. Every illegal checkpoint they place in Biafra land, we will make sure that they are being shut down. Don't get distracted. Just as my brother, my dear Candy is writing here, we can't be distracted. We cannot. Thank you, Candy. We can't. We can't afford to be distracted. Not now. We have gone very, very far. We are supposed to be focusing now on the ball. And what is the goal? Biafra is the goal. Just as our supreme leader, Mazen Nande Kano, has been doing for more than a decade. From the very first time he brought out himself, answered a call to save Biafra land, Mazen Nande Kano have not ever changed. He has never deviated from that thing he's pursuing, which is Biafra. Even with every prize and gifts that have been given to him, he rejected it. And all he's asking for is the freedom of his people. In the same vein, you and I that are outside today, we must remain focused. Do not allow yourself to get distracted. Do not allow any man or any woman anywhere to distract you. Focus and always pay attention. And as long as you pay attention and be focused, you are going to enjoy the fruit of your labor. Biafra is a country that has existed in the past, was taken under occupation by Nigeria, and we are going to recover that nation. So many of you who have been thinking that we don't have a roadmap today, if you are sensible, except for those who are denying the fact, anybody that is sincere and sensible in his or her heart should know that today we have a roadmap on how to get Biafra. The roadmap is very clear. You don't need to ask that question. You can see it clearly. The activation of Biafran government in exile is very, very key and important. Don't forget that. Do not forget that. When we talk about the activation of Biafran government in exile, it has a major role to play. We cannot continue to be under occupation. Not anymore. And the world is watching. This is the greatest opportunity we have to recover our land. A time when the government of Nigeria have spoken openly. A time when the people of Nigeria, those other people in Nigeria, have spoken openly and say, Biafrans, you cannot be part of us. They have spoken loudly and the whole world is hearing it. They can no longer hide it. They can no longer hide. Today they are telling to our face that we should walk away, that we are not part of them. That is why I say, when I remember this election I just passed, I'm not discouraged. I feel happy. Everything that happened this election, let me tell you, it is to our own advantage. Those people who have been pretending not to know what the Biafran people are going through, even Biafrans who have been pretending that all is well, today, no man can pretend anymore. Every other tribe that have bought into this very idea of the caliphate to begin to demonize Biafrans, to call Biafrans name, today, some of them who claim not to know the truth have seen it openly and clearly. The debate of how Biafrans are not wanted in Nigeria has been won. In fact, it is no longer a debate, it's a fact that the Biafran people are not wanted in the country of Nigeria is a fact, established fact. Even though they try to deny it, but not anymore. From what is happening, just imagine in the present day that we are, you cannot make a statement as a Biafran in the zoo and you are free. The Biafran people are treated as though they are not human in that contraption called Nigeria. The Biafran people are disrespected. Biafran people do not have any rights. As long as Nigeria exists, Biafra is not part of it. Biafrans are not part of it. And they are showing out to our face that we have no right to utter a word. That we don't even have right to cry when we are beaten. That is how bad it is. And more especially the Igbo Biafrans. That the Igbo Biafrans don't even have the right to cry when they are beaten. You beat a child and you tell that child not to cry. That is how bad it is. And when we say it, it is not a propaganda. These are facts. You know, for a very long time that Mazen Nande Kanu have been shouting about the situation of the Biafran people. Some people call him an ethnic bigot. Some say he is fueling ethnic tension. Some say he's lying. Some say it's propaganda. But I thank Chukwu that today there is no man born on this planet Earth that has breath and conscience that will stand and say that Mazen Nande Kanu has not preached the right message. Mazen Nande Kanu preached the right message. He told the world the truth and nothing but the truth. And on that same truth, we build our foundation. That is where we are standing today. And today, our spokesperson, the new Prime Minister of Biafran government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, standing on the same foundation of truth and continue to speak. And I bet you, in this 2023, as they have told us to our face that we are not part of Nigeria, we will never, ever be part of Nigeria. We are going home. No man born of a woman can stop it. Chukwu Okikabio has signed it and approved it. That is why he made it very clear to the world to see that we are not wanted in that contraption. And for those of them who call themselves elites, those who call themselves celebrities, who are still cashing in, who are still afraid and scared of standing for that which is right, you better stop pretending. It doesn't matter how rich you are in that contraption, and you are Igbo Biafran, you have no place in that contraption. It doesn't matter how connected you are, you have no place in that. In fact, they will do everything to rubbish you and even take your life if care is not taken. Take, for example, our sister Chimamanda that they are attacking today. Our sister Chimamanda, they have unleashed their dogs to attack her. What wrong has she done? What wrong has she done? She did no wrong. She said the right word, used the right sentence, and made the right speech. But at the end of the day, they come after her. But it's painful that this same Chimamanda cannot use that her voice to speak for Biafra. I wish she can spend that time she spent to rise to Biden, to use that time and write about Biafra and ask for the contraption called Nigeria to end. I wish that Chimamanda can spend time to demand for the right of his own people and stop talking trash about this one Nigeria that have put us in cage. What Dr. Nagazikiwe tried to do, it didn't work out. Dr. Nagazikiwe tried to do, it didn't work out. Instead, he brought death to us. And you think all of a sudden that you'll be the one to change it. Every Igbo elite should wake up. The more you continue to sleep, the more you continue to destroy yourself. What wrong will have Chimamanda done? Nothing. There's nothing wrong that she had done. In her speech, go and read the speech from A to Z. Her statement was very, very neutral. She neither supported Mr. A or Mr. B. She just said the word the way it is. But simply because she's Igbo Biafran, all hell break loose. They came on her. They're attacking her, calling her all sorts of names. Mannerless and idiots that have no place in this world, calling her all manner of names. But that is what you get when you are not fighting for the right thing. All these are signs to tell you that as long as you are a Biafran, mainly the Igbo Biafran, you have no place in that contract for Nigeria. You might be recognized around the world. You might be recognized in the whole world. The whole world might give you award and whatever. But when it comes to Nigeria, you are nobody. You are not wanted. In fact, they will trash you and take your life if care is not taken. This is what Chimamanda is facing now. But I wish that Chimamanda can realize that she is a Biafran and cannot be a Nigerian. When I see them come on the national TV and say that, begin to claim, I am a Nigerian and I will speak for Nigeria. How dare you say you are a Nigerian and you speak for Nigeria? You can't speak for Nigeria and you are not a Nigerian. You can continue to claim to be a Nigerian for donkey. You are